Now,
Phelps,
this
with some
case here. Oh boy! I almost fell out of my chair. That's how excited I was.
Phelps, a good guy. Wound
Yeah.
too tight. And Kelso,
What was I saying?
a quiet man.
You were saying something about this case.
Oh yeah. This case is
Well, it's a shame you don't like
introducing
to talk
the
about it,
chasing
Cole.
action
Well,
sequences.
Friends who want to stay friends.
The
don't discuss
chases,
religion
the
or
races.
politics. And in my case, you can add
Although
the
this
war
is
to
only
that.
showing the one on foot,
I
not
know
the
that,
one in
Mom.
cars. That's
Wendell
later.
Bowers. I put him away
So
before
we've
he
learned
jumped parole.
about, investigating crime scenes,
Get
we've
after
learned
him,
about
Phelps. I'll head
fighting,
him off
we've
in the
learned
car.
about driving, and now we're going to apply
Wendell Bowers,
on-foot
stop,
chases.
LAPD.
But
Slow
when are we
motion.
going to mix and match these mechanics?
Well, that'll be in the first actual cases detective we have.
Why, you?
Are you enjoying this cinematic slow motion?
I mean, when you were holding W there, or pushing the left analog forward, it must have been just as intense as this
Yeah.
feels right now.
I mean, this is very dramatic. Like this, we have to get this guy.
Bowers, hold it right
Everything
there.
hinges on this.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I've been playing a lot of
I won't
Yakuza
tell you
5
again, Wendell.
lately, and that has on-foot chase segments, but in
Jesus,
that,
watch your fire.
like, when you ran past that box, I actually thought, why didn't he run into the box to pick up a beer bottle to throw it at him?
From there right now.
Because that's what you do. You
Give it up,
drop kick
Wendell.
people and throw beer bottles at them to succeed, but no, just pull out your shotgun,
And this,
run back to the trunk and get
now
it.
this kind of sucks. Cause like when you're following them up like this, like you have to let them go up. It's like because if you follow too closely behind them, it's like, oh, they'll just kick you. And then no, you just gotta wait patiently.
He was onto something, you should have stayed there. Why aren't the drain pipes of LA just covered in criminals who work this out?
Are you suggesting he should have just stayed there, just started like catching flies, eating
Yeah.
them for sustenance, lived there?
Until, well, I mean, he'd just have to outlast Cole.
This is some sweet ass parkour.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
I mean, Cole is sustained by police work, so if he's stuck on that, he'll die for- oh, you fucking... there goes the hat again.
Got the place to ourselves.
I don't like Cole anymore, that was just...
Embarrassing.
He literally ran into that. This guy's not pressing his advantage.
Yeah, if you dodge an attack and you then launch an attack,
Throw him off.
yeah. If you dodge and then launch an attack, it's like a super attack.
What you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely.
That is actually the way they
He's got a
work in a
hole in
lot of
his life for
GTA
an
games. If you
asshole
just
like
dodge
you.
and then immediately counter,
You
you
make
do
it
a
up to
lot of
him in 10
damage.
years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night.
Fuck
Nice
homeless
work,
people.
Cole. You run track in high school?
Let's not talk about what happened up on the roof, though, or on the drain pipe. Let's just say I caught him. It was really cool.
Well, Rob didn't see
Part of
that.
the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision
So,
is
I
not
can't read
always
the board, it's
popular
really
one.
wavy
the
in
right
here.
decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly
See,
affect
the
your
idea
chances of
with these
successfully
cutscenes
becoming
is
a
to
Marine
show the
officer.
progression of Cole's
Candidate Phelps, you
career
have
in
the
the
floor.
military and the relationship he had with his
Esprit de Corps, Merrill,
fellow
10,
war
Franklin,
buddies.
8, Weiss, 8, Donahoe, 6, Kowalski, 6, Hudson, 5, Kelso.
I'm guessing no one likes him.
Leaders.
Well,
Donahoe.
he has vehement
Franklin,
disagreements
7,
with Kelso,
Merrill, 6,
let's just say.
Kowalski, 6, Weiss,
Kelso
5, Hudson,
plays a later
5,
role in the
Kelso,
story, much later
1.
on.
Candidate Kelso.
Look at Cole's smile, by the way.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in the schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now.
There will be no smiling in this
I really
outfit.
like the wavy effect on the on the instructor's face there, by the way.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you.
And
Is
now
it
we
regular
finally have
that you recognize
the
as
final
the shining new
case,
star in the
which
The case that you solved
introduces
that
the
shows that
idea
you have the
of
gumption, the gung-ho,
interrogations
the get up
and
go to
collecting
make you stand out from
clues.
your average rank and file patrol.
Nice.
Yeah.
This could be the one, Cole.
If I was one of the people who was arrested by Cole beforehand, I'd be feeling offended. Like, what? My crime wasn't good enough, was it?
Also, I really liked that Cole had his gun out right there. It's like, huh,
Has anyone called an ambulance?
bunch of crowded
Called an
people.
ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
He's really half-cocked.
Man, this guy already looks really innocent.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it
Oh,
quick.
yeah, he's
people.
dead. He didn't do nothing.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show
Yeah,
up.
so the idea here is that like Cole's like a really honest cop, but just also very, you know, prideful and ambitious. And it just kind of makes me wonder, like, was he just walking around like all this time as a beat cop, just waiting for something like this to happen?
Probably. Like, if you're an ambitious cop, surely you have to wake up every day, like, slap hands and go, I hope someone gets murdered today and I find it. I mean, that's the more cynical part of me talking, but, you know.
The way
Like,
you
he's
move
just
that
examining
head
his body
around.
right now, like, come on,
So yeah,
have
this,
something.
the inspecting the dead body shows up in quite a few cases.
The way you move his head around, though, it made it look like you were trying to, like, make him talk or something.
Because when you were reaching for the wound there, I thought he was going, come on, just slip a hand in, see if there's a bullet in there.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Cole can read.
That's good. That's good. Good. It's good for a detective to be able to read. I imagine that will get them far.
Yeah.
I just, like, carefully slips it back in, no messing with evidence. Except now my fingerprints are all over it.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't much fingerprint technology back then, I think.
Yeah, I know, but even then they'd be able to go, oh yeah, well, he was looking at the body. He's got a very good reason, but why'd you take it back out, though?
I was wondering if I missed anything. Just want to see if there's anything else I can do with this body, but no.
Right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Yeah, I'm just fascinated.
The fucking, like, your partners will always, like, tend to have some humorous observations. If you spend too long on something. Well, well, well.
Found it.
People in this city are really bad at disposing of their guns.
Well, you gotta give it to the one guy in the first case for having the upper body strength to just from the sidewalk just chuck a pistol right up onto the roof.
Right up there. This guy got lazy. He's like, I guess I'll throw it in the bin. It's one of those disposable.
Yeah.
I saw something shining on the ground.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Wow, that guy died to 32s. What a pansy. Hey, let's go mess with his corpse some more. What a little bitch.
Gotta be respectful of the dead.
Says you. How do we know he's not faking?
Thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
I mean,
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
Well, it's a good. Well, now I got to inspect the shoe store where the dead body was outside of. I wasn't gonna bother until you said that.
She's lying. Don't be afraid to get.
maybe he was killed by a runaway shoe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get
Accuse
verbally
everything without
forceful.
Proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can
Cole,
coax
have you
out.
ever spoken to a human being before? You might think I'm joking, but knowing you,
Don't you people
Okay.
have anything better to
Okay.
do?
I just have to make sure.
My career's riding on this. Gotta ace this suspect. Let's do it.
flap my lips.
Yes, you can.
Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting.
You can help me get all the way to homicide.
He was my boss,
Okay, going well so far.
Mr. Gage.
I made sounds.
First name.
They made sense.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta.
Wait a minute,
Clovis.
Galleta. That was the name on the paper.
It was C. Galletta, too.
This doesn't add up.
Let's just look at this for a while.
Yeah, it took me a while to get my pencil over there.
Do you think you could tell me exactly
Really
what happened?
heavy. I mean, they had a lot of
I
lead in
don't
them
have
those
to talk that
days.
much. I was in a store when Mr. Gage.
I mean, you said earlier
My
on that
boss
he can
burst
fucking
in,
read.
yelling
Well, he's
that
really
I
good at
laid on my
writing and
wife.
drawing as well.
Yeah,
We came back.
the incredibly quick sketches.
I was angry.
Do you
I
need that
walked
to be a
in front.
detective? You need to basically be a fucking character artist.
I heard shots.
Caricature artist.
Well, you know, that's how all detectives get their
Saw
start.
Mr. Gage fall.
Hmm. Like, one day you're just
Hold
sitting on the sidewalk.
Hold on, Snake.
Oh.
Hold on. Both of you. Hold on.
I think she's lying.
No.
Probably lying.
She's looking
There
with
is
her
the
eyes.
most important button in the game.
You want to be taken to a police jail?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
Yeah.
Damn.
A man is dead, Miss Valletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer.
You're out of one
Get
correct.
out.
Doubt is
Get
the
out
best.
right now.
The best.
Send in one of the other policemen if you must.
Can't you just back out of it like
No,
every
lie. You can
time
back
as
out of
well?
lie. You can't back out of doubt.
Oh,
Doubt
Okay,
is
then.
all chips on the table. Just fuck it. Doubt is just no. All in.
lie. All right, so I said I was wrong then. Sorry, lie is the pansy middle of the road
Yeah.
option. Doubt is where the strength's at.
So
That makes sense.
basically, what I'm going to do, since I can't, well, technically I can do an all doubt run, but I'm going to do the cases right. And at the end of every
have the
case,
murder
I am
weapon or
going to
murderer.
include
We'll
a
saw it all.
run of
Slam
every
dunk.
doubt option. Yeah.
That's good because I don't want Cole being a Mary Sue cop who's always right.
Tate,
But yeah, this is an example of what happens when you fail an interrogation, but the game still continues. See, since we found that gun, we have another lead to follow up on, and we can still get our guy in the end.
Nice.
So the story's always written to give and
Yeah.
out, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. There's always going to be someone who's
So he doesn't know what house, but he knows it's a
Yeah.
bungalow.
that fucking guy.
careful.
Doesn't
Stop
watch
trying
the
to get
game.
in the way of my promotion!
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness?
I
She's
have a
store
feeling the guy who
assistant,
murdered
not
him
a
has never
prisoner of
climbed
war.
stairs.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take
Damn.
it. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
I'll doubt all I want.
Cole.
Well, okay, I won't actually, because I'm going for a perfect run of my police career, but that was an
That's
example.
another character trait of Cole's that makes him stand out. He respects both the females and the minorities.
What a stand-up guy.
You couldn't get away with that
No,
in this
no,
day
no.
and age.
Truly a relic of a bygone era is Cole. Yeah.
Fucking SJW agenda.
It's what ruined police work, I tell ya. We're just like, well, we could arrest him, but it might offend him. See, even my dog was
Seriously.
offended.
Wonder why your bird's not offended.
You can never tell with that bird. Scattershot. Meanwhile, my dog's a bitch.
I thought there was gonna be a cutscene when we go to the place.
So you were really excited for it. Just stay there.
Nope.
I'll be back.
Gotta run over a fire hydrant.
I've got to put it back upright.
I need my promotion.
Wow, you really got out of the car pretty quick, actually. Alright, I'm gonna run every gun in the city by you eventually.
You for? Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace
Officers soon to be detective
making
Phelps.
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number.
I'll
is
have you know.
01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did.
Alright, the
have
killer
one.
was a fucking European guy.
The owner.
Yeah.
Probably a kraut.
Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Nice.
We're a step closer. Finally have another European out of the country. Now just take me about 10 minutes to get back to my car.
Right where you left it.
I like it. You could put some inspirational music, and it just makes it feel like every step of the investigation is an inspirational
Also, good
one.
thing that they set the fire hydrant and the street lamp back up. Record timing.
They were really good back then.
Time to get my perp.
Just tap that.
You got him.
Gotta get some momentum to take these things down.
It's a hot gameplay tip right there. Gonna need a runner.
I don't remember if hitting civilians counts as fucking property damage or city damage, vehicle damage or city damage.
Wow, wouldn't that just be the most communistic shit ever if you just damage property by running people down?
God damn. Keep LA safe.
If it's city damage, that's not
Drive
much better.
safely, says the banner. Okay.
Well, you're mostly doing that.
If you use the siren, maybe those metal things in front of you called cars will know you're in a
It
hurry.
wasn't a car, it was a newsstand, you blind fucking
It was a metal thing, though.
I was just having flashbacks to when I was a paperboy, alright? Oh, I'm getting more nervous than I should be every time you go near a civilian. Because I'm just thinking, man, you're gonna create several more crime cases here. You're even talking it now!
No, see, Cole also hates hot dogs. It's a complicated story.
If you want hot dogs, go to New York, fucker. Wow.
Bring that East Coast shit over here.
Not in my city.
By now, Cole had a reputation. If you heard the crash of metal on metal, you knew that you were soon to be visited by Super Cop, future detective in homicide, Cole Phelps.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down.
Sly fucker.
I'll buzz him for you.
Got my eye on you.
I trust him.
Uh-oh!
Bitch! Go, Cole, go!
You know,
think this
if
plan
he had
through
just,
very
you know,
much.
gone through the door calmly and then run after he closed the damn thing, I'm sure
I love the
Cole
guy who just
and Ralph would
pointed.
have just been standing there for like years, waiting for him to come back. Would have defeated him.
Get back here!
Okay, so here's the other way a chase can go on foot, is you can use your gun, you point it at the fleeing suspect, and when that circle fills up full, you fire a warning shot and they stop and just let you arrest them.
Oh god, Neo, do you remember another game that mechanic was in?
What game?
One on him here.
Fucking Ride to Hell. So this is where they stole
Nice.
it from.
Hell
Too
yeah.
late, Kalu!
But who did it better?
Well, Ride to Hell didn't have it in slow motion.
That's true, actually. Well, actually, it sometimes did. It really depended on how the game was feeling that day.
But yeah, but if you can't tackle them or fire a warning shot before the chase, in a certain time period, then as long as you keep up with them, all chases do come to a natural end. Sometimes a car just cuts you off. I would
You
have had
almost
him if
had
that
him.
fucking car wasn't there.
Does this game ever do the wonderful thing that some games do, where a chase has to reach a certain destination, so they suddenly get a burst of stamina at a key moment?
Oh yeah, that shit, by the way. Yeah, if they get too far away, it just stops working. It's very fickle.
Because bullets don't really travel that far, they're quite a short-ranged deal.
Yeah, you know, it's 1950s.
Yeah.
You know, bullets firing for more than 30 meters weren't invented until 1993.
That is yeah. I mean, they were created because of my birth.
So yeah.
Oh no, what havoc have I wrought?
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, all chases will eventually end. Like
Very
this.
awkwardly.
Like, if you can't get to them in time, then like a car will crash in front of them, or someone will cut them off, or in one great case later on, someone will just he'll run by a civilian, and that civilian will just fucking deck him.
Oh, that's fucking good.
And the case that breaks you.
Well, that one just felt really contrived, like, fuck it, I guess.
The case that gnaws at your guts.
I guess.
The case that keeps you propping up a bomb.
No, he just thinks, wait, a car crash killed my father. I can't inflict that upon anyone else.
The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past.
Maybe the whole thing about running away in the first place was like, if I just walk out and leave, they'll just wait in that jewelry store forever, and I'll never be able to get my business
Also,
back.
what the fuck?
So it's all or
What
nothing.
the fuck was that goddamn narrator talking about? The case you never ever discussed, the case that other cops murmur about. Why are you talking about that on this? The case that made Cole a detective. It's like, oh, hey, Cole, remember that time you found that guy from the jewelry store owner who killed that one guy in broad daylight? Oh, no, we don't talk about that. That
I
was
don't
dark
talk
times.
about that.
It caused a very, very mild car crash.
He's drinking like a cup of coffee, just smashes it on the ground. Stop! I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, by the way, this is the best character in the game.
Yes, sir.
The Irish police captain.
You need many things for a
Who is trying to open his mouth wide enough to envelop Cole.
You see, the reason... Look at his eyes. Just look at them.
I'm trying to, but
That is a thing that some British actors do whenever they want to look hard. They just squint at all times, like the wind fucking
Well, he
hurts.
doesn't need to see. He has justice vision.
Bring me a confession, young folks. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
I love this character.
What a fucking
I
deck
love
you.
him so much. He's such a fucking stereotype. It's great.
I can't do an Irish accent. So I can't do any impersonations of that character. I can't do an English accent either, unfortunately, so...
So the thing about this case is, it ends in an interrogation. And if you fail it, you just get yelled at, and you can just do it over again.
How many times?
As many times as it takes.
I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Can you do it often enough that it runs into overtime, and therefore Cole gets paid time and a half?
So yeah, I can freely doubt him.
Son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way.
0 to
Keep me
100
lean.
all the time.
Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint.
Right in there.
I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Ruh-roh. And here's the aforementioned yelling at cutscene.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Yeah, he's my favourite character.
pretty great.
I hope to see more of him. I hope the sequel is all about this man.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
Yeah, it's the exact same dialogue. The police captain just have the ability to rewind time if something doesn't go his way.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about.
You ran away!
I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Yeah, but it was lunchtime. I was knocking off.
Look at that face. How could you not trust that face?
Alright, it's telling you to be careful and use your intuition.
Well, intuition. They're speaking literally. There's a mechanic in this game called intuition, where you get you get points when you level up, and you can spend them on like crime scene investigations to like, for example, show all the clues in the crime scene on the minimap, or you can do something like ask the community, and it'll show you what most people chose in this interrogation.
Is that so?
Or eliminate a choice.
What the Nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
And if you unlock more towers, then you just see the crimes where they're happening at all times. And quick travel to the crime scene before all the other cops.
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Luckily, doubt's the correct option here.
left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and
Yeah.
listen to your drivel?
Whoa.
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn...
Stop bullying me!
You and that stuck Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my
Just a
business
big
for
bully
years.
like you.
Edgar Kalu. I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs. and your right to
Left-wing
hold them.
leading parasite.
I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the
I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them, you goddamn Jew.
You left-leaning
Look at this guy.
parasite.
Oh, I fell for it. I fell for it. Look, lion sinker.
Masterfully
He
done.
just Jewed me really hard.
It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud
A face
man
like
with your
mine.
talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties.
That
for
looked
now.
like a light punch, but he just damaged several internal organs.
Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be
He's too powerful.
All that rage was just centered in that.
Yeah.
And it just hit him. That's when Cole began to fall.
And yay! We've passed the detective test.
Yeah. It was easy.
All we had to do was run over streetlights and just yell at everyone.